For the changing image gift tag, I just want to show you how to insert your own images for the print and cut. The largest part of this tag, so this piece with the flap at the top, so that's the first image you're going to see when you look at your tag. And I've decided that this is the image that I'm going to put on the front of my tag. I'm going to select that tag piece, and so when I select it, you'll see in the layers panel, everything that I've selected is in the light green. First thing I'm going to do is click on detach. That takes all the score lines and the cut lines off my card base. I don't want to move anything. I want everything to stay in place. But what I do want to do is I want to go down here to where it says square and weld result. That purple rectangle is going to be where I'm going to put my image. Now I don't want it that color. I've clicked on it and I want it to be, let's try a light green maybe. Arrange front for my image. I don't want to move everything, so I'm kind of eyeballing my image pretty much where I want it to be. So now I'm going to go back to my layers panel and I'm scrolling down. I'm finding that green rectangle, and then I'm scrolling down again and I'm finding white weld result. So it highlights everything and then flatten. Now this will all print out in one image. I'm going to click on arrange and send to back. Now my score lines haven't moved. They're exactly where I need them to be. So are my cut lines. So I'm going to grab everything and click on attach. And so there we have it. That one's ready to cut. Now I want to customize the image on this part of the tag. As you pull your tag upwards, this is the image that emerges. I'm going to do the same thing as I've done before. I'm going to highlight the tag and then click on detach. So now the score lines aren't attached, so you don't want to move anything on your mat. You need those to stay exactly where they are. So scrolling down to where it says flatten, this flattened image in my layers panel is the combination of the white and that rectangle. So I'm going to unflatten. I'm going to grab the square and a nice bright yellow, and then I'm going to take my Christmas image. It's a little bit large, so I'll make it a little smaller. You don't want anything too big on the edges there. So next I'm going to select my image. So I've got my Merry Christmas that's highlighted in the layers panel. I'm going to grab the slice result that's in white, the square that's in yellow, my Merry Christmas image that's here. So I'm pressing shift as I select all three and press flatten. And that's going to flatten my image to my tag. So now I'm going to take this, arrange, send to back, and there are my cut lines that I need. I'll select everything and press attach. You have to flatten your image first before you can put your score lines in place. So that's how it's done. I hope this helps with the customization of this gift tag. These are the assembly instructions for my changing image gift tag. This is going to be the frame for my gift tag, and I've already applied some gold vinyl around. This is one of the images that's in the file. Then I have this largest piece. Now the largest piece has the image, and it's the first image that you see on the tag. All I'm doing now is I'm going in there and I'm just, these little tiny hanging chads, these little bits that haven't cut properly. I'm just making sure that all these pieces are free. I'm going to do that with the other tag as well. So usually when it changes direction, you want to, all those little points, you want to just help it along. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold down on the score line. I've got score lines at the top, so I'm just using my scraper to fold down on my score lines. So next I'm going to flip this piece over. Just ignore this, this was a test. Got both of my tags with the decorative side towards my mat. So I'm going to slip the first slat into the first slit, and then the second one in the second slit. You can see the little ends poking through. And the third one, the next one, and again fourth, and then the fifth. So you have all your little edges poking through. Then you want to center it I'm going to center that top tag, and then you're going to kind of curve the top tag and poke it through the little hole that's cut at the top, like so. And I'm going to flip it over. You lower it and you have your initial image, the first image, and then it changes to your hidden image as you pull the tab. So I'm going to flip my piece over and just fold that top flap over. And I want to put glue just on the edge of the tab. I want to make sure I don't get glue anywhere but on that tab. Flip it over and seal your tag. Do that on the other side as well. So I'm just going to flip that one closed. And then I'm putting glue on the bottom flap and folding that one over. So then I flip my tag over again, and I have my frame piece that's going on top. To glue on my frame piece, I just want to put glue around the mechanism. So I don't want to touch these little cuts on the side. I don't want the glue anywhere near there. So I'm just putting glue around the perimeter only. And I'm just going to glue my frame piece on top, making sure that the sides are nice and flush. Next, I have my topper for my tab. You could cut this out of cardstock, but I decided to cut it in the same vinyl that I used for the frame. So I'm just matching the edges in the hole, and then I'm folding it over like so. This one I've done with this image. I used the image from the ugly sweater to form this one.